Hey there everyone, I hope you're doing really good today. In this video, I'm going to be showing you the top 50 tips and tricks for your new iPhone 11. So let's begin with the video now.
Hey there, before we begin this video, my name's Sergio with Surge Tech. In this channel, I do reviews, tutorials, and also talk a lot about passive income. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, go ahead and do so now. I promise you'll get a ton of valuable information from me. If you want to follow me on Instagram, go ahead and do so now. It's surge.tech. And there's going to be links and resources to all the information that I talked to you about in this video in the description down below. So check that out. And without further ado, let's get right to the video now.
Before we begin the video, I do want to let you know that some of these tips and tricks are going to be useful for everyone who has an iOS 13, and maybe they're going to be useful if you're jumping from an iPhone 8 to an iPhone XS or X, XR, or also an iPhone 11. So the tips and tricks that I'm going to be going over are not going to be only for the iPhone 11, but they might also help you for your other versions of iPhones. So first off, I'm going to start with a few navigation gestures in case you just jump from your iPhone 8 to your iPhone 11. For example, you know that swiping to the side is going to give you different pages, but also if you swipe from the bottom to the top, you're going to have this little app menus with all your recent apps that you have open on your phone. To erase them or close them, you can just swipe up on this little menu, as you can see that I'm doing right now. Also, by swiping down on the middle of the screen is going to open your notifications, and swiping from the right of your screen is going to open the control center, as you can see that I'm just doing right now on camera. Next up, we have a really cool and awaited feature called dark mode. We've seen this feature a lot of times on the Samsung phones, and maybe when you try to do it on the iPhone by just changing the colors. But now there's an official dark mode without having to change all the colors on the icons. As you can see right now, all of them, they have their own original color. To do this, all you have to do is you're gonna head to your settings, and once you're in there, you're gonna go all the way down to display and brightness. Once you're in display and brightness, you're gonna choose here from light or dark. Dark is obviously going to be the dark theme, and then light is going to be the regular theme that your phone has. And also you can access this from your control center by long pressing the brightness. You're going to have this little option right here that's going to activate the dark mode. One cool feature that you have on your iPhone 11, but also in your iPhone 11 Pro and Pro Max, it's going to be the ultra wide lens, which is located on the back of the phone. And what this ultra wide lens is gonna do is basically give you a more amplified picture. As you can see right now, all you have to do is press the 1x and you're gonna go to 0.5. By doing so, you're gonna have a more amplified view of a picture, as you can see right now. Another cool thing that you will be able to do on your iPhone 11 is going to be crop and edit video. As you can see right now, I'm in my gallery and I just picked a random video that I just recorded, and then I'm going to press on edit. And once I do that, I'm going to have this little options down here. For example, that I can crop the video and show whatever I want to show. I can also add any filters to my video, and I can also edit the exposure, the highlights, shadows, contrast, and a bunch of different options that you have to edit your own video, giving you more freedom to edit your videos how you want without having to download any other apps for your phone. On this phone, you can also set up the ways you want your notifications to get to your phone. You can choose to show it always, or show it only when it's unlocked, or simply just never show the previews on the notifications. To access to this feature, all you have to do is go to your settings. You're going to go to notifications, and once you're there, you're going to head to show previews. Once you go there, you're going to have the always, when unlocked, and also the never option. So you just pick whichever you're more comfortable with. Another really cool option that your phone is going to give you is going to be that you now are going to be able to record SLO-FIES, which basically are slow motion selfie videos. As you can see right now, I'm going to press the red button right here and just make a quick video. Now as you can see, when I play it, the video is going to be on slow motion. You can access to this feature by only going to your camera, and then you're going to swipe until you see slow-mo and just change it to the frontal or selfie camera as you can see right now, and you just press the red button to record. Another cool feature that is going to go along with your dark mode is going to be the night shift. And what this is going to do is shift the color of your display to a warmer end of the color spectrum after dark, meaning that whenever it's nighttime, the colors on your screen are not going to look as bright as they used to. They're going to be a little bit more warm, more yellowish. For example, I'm going to enable it for you guys. You can set it up to look like this or just to look like this when it's dark. It's all up to you. And there are two ways where you can access to this feature. You can always go into your settings, head to display and brightness, and once you're in there, you go to night shift as you can see right here. And you have the settings that I just showed you. But also there is another shortcut, which is basically through your control center, long press brightness, and it's going to be this little button right here next to the dark mode. You press on it and it's going to ask you if you wanted to turn it on until 7 a.m. or if you want to have a certain schedule on your phone so the night shift can automatically activate. Another cool feature that you can do now on your iPhone 11 is that whenever you're about to take a picture but you long press the button, it's going to start recording a video. As you can see now, I just long press the button and now it's recording a video. You can see right here on the red button. Like I said, the only way you can do this is by long pressing the photo button. And if you actually swipe to the right until this little lock, you can leave it the way it is and just start recording videos without having to hold any button. And you can also take pictures at the same time. If you are an Apple user and you have more Apple devices than only your phone, for example a MacBook, you need to know that you have an option that is going to automatically link your phone to your MacBook Pro and receive phone calls, messages, and everything internet related to your Mac at the same time that you're getting it to your phone. To do this, all you have to do is go to your settings. Once you're in settings, you're going to go all the way down to where it says phone, and once you're in there, you're going to go to calls on other devices. You just have to turn it on, and here it's going to ask me to have a FaceTime and iCloud signed with the same Apple ID, which I don't have on this device. But basically when you turn it on and you have your FaceTime and iCloud on the same thing, it's going to turn on the calls on other devices as well. Also, if you use iMessage regularly, you know that whenever you're going to send an audio message, it's going to be limited time. It's going to expire in 2 minutes, and maybe you want to keep that and not have any time limit. To do this, all you have to do is go to your settings. You're going to go to messages all the way down, as you can see right here. And once you're in messages, you're gonna go all the way down where it says audio messages, and here where it says expire, just change it to never, and that way your voice messages will never expire and you will always have them in your conversation. Another really cool feature that is going to come from this same category is going to be filter unknown senders. Basically, whenever you get a message from some number that you don't have saved, it's going to give it a little bit of priority. It's going to turn off the notifications for this message, and basically to do this you have to go once again to your settings. You're going to go to messages, and all the way down you're going to go to filter unknown senders, and you're just going to activate that option right there. And just like we did on messages, you can do that also on phone calls. For example, if someone that you don't know is calling you, maybe an advertisement, maybe someone that you don't want to answer to, you can also filter that phone call by just going to your settings. You're gonna head to phones, and once you're in phone, you're gonna have this option, silence unknown callers. You just activate it same as the other, and that way you will be all set. Another really cool feature is that you also get to pick how you want to record your videos, whether you want them in 4K or 1080p, and you can access to this option by going all the way to your settings. Once you're in there, you're going to go all the way down to where it says camera, which is going to be right here, and then you're just going to go to record video. Once you're in there, you're going to pick if you want 720p, 1080p, 4K at 24 FPS, maybe 4K at 30, or maybe 4K at 60. And at the same time, you can also record slow motion and pick whether you want a 1080 at 120 or 1080 at 240. When it comes to security, this setting that I'm about to show you, it's pretty handy because it's basically going to erase all the data when someone tries to get into your phone about 10 times. So basically, if someone is messing up with your phone and they are trying to unlock it and they do that 10 times, they're gonna automatically erase all the data that you might have on your phone, so that way all your information is gonna be erased and that way secured. To do this, all you have to do is go to your settings, go to Face ID and passcode, enter your passcode, and go all the way down until where it says erase data. It's gonna warn you that all the data on this iPhone will be erased after 10 failed passcode attempts. This trick that I'm about to show you is called auto lock, and it's gonna actually save your battery life. Basically, if you keep your auto lock at 30 seconds, your phone is not gonna spend that much battery, because whenever your display is on, it's gonna be constantly spending battery. And to get to this setting, all you have to do is go to your settings, you're gonna go to display and brightness, and once you're there, you're gonna see the auto lock, and you're gonna want to have it on 30 seconds. This way you're gonna save a huge amount of battery compared to never having auto lock, or maybe 5 minutes. Another thing that you may not know if you just came from an iPhone 8 is how to take screenshots, and I have the answer for you. Basically, all you have to do is press the side button and also the lock button at the same time, and once you do that, it's gonna automatically take a screenshot just like you just saw. And you can also cut and edit that little screenshot with the tools that Apple has for you. For example, they have a pencil, they have a little marker, they have a ton of things that you can customize your screenshot with, to then just either send it to someone or save it on your phone. Another cool feature when it comes about keeping your information safe, it's gonna be locking your notes. For example, if you have one note that has all your passwords from your social media or maybe your bank accounts, you're gonna have this option, which is gonna be really useful because it's gonna lock with a passcode or even your Face ID your notes. All you have to do is get into an existing note, head to the share icon right here, and go all the way down to where it says lock note. Once you do that, it's going to ask you for a password, which in my case is going to be 1111, and you're going to be also typing a hint for that password in case you forget it, and you either activate or deactivate the Face ID if you want to do that in case you forget the password. Now, if you are coming once again from an iPhone 8 to an iPhone 11, you can tell that there is no home button, but if that is giving you trouble, I'm going to give you a little help. Now you're going to go to your settings, and once you're in settings, you're going to go to accessibility, and then you're going to head to touch where it says right here, and you're going to have this little option that is going to say assistive touch right here on the top. You're going to get in and then activate it. And once you do that, you're gonna have this little thing that is gonna look pretty much like your old home button. And when you open, you're gonna have a lot of functions as notifications, device, control center, home, Siri, and custom. And one cool thing about this is that you can also customize what do you want to have on your assistive touch by just going to the same menu that I just showed you and just go over here, and you can either take off any icons that you want on this little assistive touch. Another cool feature that is going to help you save data on your phone in case you don't have an unlimited gigabytes plan, it's going to be the low data mode, which basically is going to help you to reduce the network data that you use on your phone so it can last a little bit longer. To get to this setting, all you have to do is go to the settings, you're going to get to cellular, and once you're in there, you're going to go to cellular data options, and once you're there, you're going to see this little thing that is going to be saying low data mode. All you have to do is activate it, and in that way your phone is going to start saving your data. And now let's say that your phone is a little big for your hands and you don't get to reach some things, then you're going to want to have this option activated, which is basically called reachability. And what this is going to do is whenever you swipe down, all here in the downside of the screen is going to bring all these things that was up here, is going to bring it down so you can reach it easily. To activate it, all you have to do is go to your settings, you're going to go to accessibility, and once you're there, you're going to go to touch, and then you're going to have this little option right here that says reachability. You either activate it or deactivate it just as you please. And once we're here in this menu, you also have the option of tap to wait. What this is going to do is basically whenever your phone is locked, all you have to do is tap the screen, is gonna automatically turn on. If you want to have this feature, then just activate it, and if you don't, just deactivate it. Now, we all know this part of our phone, which is basically going to appear every time you swipe to the right. It's going to be here, the widget zone, or at least that's how I call it. If you didn't know, this is fully customizable. You can pick whatever you want to show in this part of the phone by just going here all the way down where it says edit. You get to pick which widget you want to show on your phone and which you don't. You simply do that by just either taking some off or just adding some on. This is going to be another gesture that if you just jumped from any phone from 8 or below to this new iPhone 11, you can move around the apps that you have opened by just swiping to the side all the way down here. As you can see, you can go back and forth from those apps. The iPhone also gives you freedom to customize all your notifications. As you can see right here, you can choose if you want it to be on your lock screen or your notification center or as banners. You can choose all that. You can choose the sound and even the previews, as I mentioned before. And to get to that menu, all you have to do is go to your settings. You're gonna go all the way to notifications, and once you're there, you're gonna pick whichever app you want, and you're gonna have all the options that I just showed you at the beginning of the tip. Another really cool feature that not everyone knows, it's gonna be the speak screen. And basically what this is gonna do, it's that whenever you use 2 fingers and swipe down from the top, it's gonna start reading all the website, and you have the option to make it slower or even faster. To activate this option, all you have to do is go to your settings. Once you're in there, you're gonna go to accessibility, and then you're gonna go to spoken content, and then you're gonna head to speak screen, and basically just activate it or deactivate it depending on whatever is your choice. And now you can also use your phone as a magnifying glass. As you can see right now, I'm using it and I can zoom in a lot, and it's gonna have more power than the regular zooming from the regular camera. As you can see right now, you get a lot of zoom in, and it's on high definition. You can also take pictures like that. To activate this feature, you're gonna head to your settings, and once you're in your settings, you're gonna go to accessibility, and then you're gonna go to magnifier. Once you're in there, you're gonna activate or deactivate the option depending on what you want to do. For me, I wanted to activate it, and to use it, all you have to do is triple tap this button right here on the side, and it's gonna open the magnifying glass automatically, as you can see right now. Another really cool feature is going to be called the zoom box, and what this is going to do is that whenever you use 3 fingers and tap it on your screen, it's going to zoom all the way in, as you can see, and to drag it you also need to use the 3 fingers. And to activate this, all you have to do is go to your settings, you're going to go to accessibility once again, and you're going to head to zoom. Once you're in there, you're going to activate this right here, and that way when you use your 3 fingers, you're going to be able to zoom out and zoom in the screen as well. Another cool thing that you can do on this phone is that you can custom the text size, and all you have to do is go to your settings, and once you're in settings, you're going to go to display and brightness, and you're going to go all the way down to where it says text size. Once you're in there, you're going to have this little bar that is going to allow you to either make the text bigger or maybe slower, or just have it at a medium point. On the new iPhone 11, you can also pick if you want the standard look on your phone or the zoomed version of your screen. You can do this by just going to your settings. You're gonna head to display and brightness, and once you go there, you go all the way down to where it says view, and once you're in there, you either pick the standard or maybe the zoomed, depending on how you want your phone to look. Another cool thing that your phone can do is have a landscape setting, and now your phone is going to turn into a landscape, and you can do all your settings and all your options with your phone turned to the side. And to activate it, all you have to do is basically just go to your notification center, and you're going to have this on. Maybe you want to lock it off, but if you don't like the landscaping mode, then you just have to put it on. On the iPhone 11, you also get to pick perspective wallpapers that are gonna actually like move and be a little bit dynamic. As you can see this one, whenever I move the phone, the wallpaper is gonna look like it's moving. And you can pick this by going to your settings, heading to wallpaper, and then you're gonna choose a wallpaper that is gonna be either live or maybe dynamic, and also one of the all wallpapers, as you can see right here. Also, like I show you on the videos, the photos now they have the same features for editing. As you can see, once you go to edit on top, you can fix exposure, brilliance, highlights, shadows, contrast, and also a ton of features that you can do to make your picture look better. Now, let's say that you just took a live photo that it didn't look like you wanted to. You can pick what's the best version of the picture and actually keep it. And all you have to do is go to that live picture that you want to fix, go to edit, and then you're gonna have this bunch of photos, which is gonna be all the live photos, and you just have to pick whichever you want to keep. You have to make it a key photo and just press done, and that way that photo is gonna look now the way you want it. Another cool thing that you can do with your phone is going to be screen record, and you can do this by basically going to your settings, and once you're in settings you're going to head to control center, and then you're going to go to customize controls, and you're gonna add this little feature right here that is gonna say screen recording right here, and then you're gonna go to your control center and you're gonna have it right here. When you press it, it's gonna do a countdown and it's gonna start recording the screen. You can make it stop by just pressing the red sign over here and just pressing stop. Another thing you can do with your iPhone 11 is gonna be take full screenshots, and what I mean by this is taking a full screenshot of the whole page that you're in, and all you have to do is take a screenshot like I showed you before, select it, and then just press full page right here, and you're gonna have it all the way to the bottom. On the iPhone 11, you will also be allowed to look at your battery life, your battery status, and by that I mean just going to your settings, going to battery, and then you go to battery health. Here's going to show you the maximum capacity of your phone, and it's relative to when it was new. Basically, this phone is brand new and it has a capacity of 100%. Another feature that is right here on this menu is going to be the optimized battery charging, and what this is going to do is going to reduce the battery aging, meaning that this number is going to stay the way it is for a little longer, because your phone is going to charge up to 80% and then it's gonna stop charging until you need to use it. And for this one, all you have to do is either activate it or deactivate it. Another really useful feature is gonna be the look around feature. And what this is gonna do is basically that on the app Maps from your phone, you can choose any place from it and basically just look around, meaning that you will be able to get into that place and just see how it looks like, just so you can get an idea of where you might be or where you will be or where you're planning to go. And I find this really useful. Your iPhone 11 will also let you set up a different appearance on your phone, and it can be either for another person or maybe for another style that you might have. Maybe you use glasses, maybe it's a hat. All you have to do is go to your settings. You're gonna go all the way down to Face ID and passcode, put up your passcode, and then here you're gonna set up an alternate appearance. And once you do that, you're gonna complete the whole Face ID, and now you will be able to enter your phone with a different look. Right on this menu, you will also be able to activate this option right here, which is going to be called require attention for Face ID, meaning that no one will be able to unlock your phone unless your eyes are open and focused on the screen. I would say this is really good, and you can either activate it or deactivate it depending on whatever you want to do. Another cool feature is that you can customize the side button over here. You can customize the speed and also what you want it to do when you press and hold. To get to this feature, all you have to do is go to your settings. You're going to go all the way down to accessibility, and once you're in there, you're going to go to side button, and then you're going to choose if you wanted to press and hold to either get to Siri, to turn it off, or maybe the classic voice control. You can also pick the speed, and it's all up to you. Another thing that you might be confused about is going to be about where Find My iPhone is and also where Find My Friends is. Basically, on this new phone, Those two features are now in one app combined, and that one is called Find My. Basically, it's going to show all the locations for your devices and also for the people that you're sharing your location with. Also, with the new iPhone 11, you're going to have new wallpapers, and you can access to them going through your settings, then head into wallpaper, choose a new wallpaper, and you go to stills, and you're going to have these new wallpapers that are also going to work when you use your dark mode. And what do I mean by this? Let's say that I'm going to pick the blue one, right? I set it for both, and then when I go to the main menu and I turn on the dark mode, the color of the background is going to change, as you just saw on the screen. This is off and this is on, and it gives it a different look. Another cool feature is that now your Memoji has more and way more customization, to the point that you can even add nose piercings to your character. You have a ton of different skin colors, and there's a lot of variety on this Memoji option, as you can see right now. Another feature that was added to the iPhone 11, it was the swipe typing. Basically, you only have to do this and swipe to type, as you can see right now. This is already preset, so you don't have to do anything but swipe through your keyboard to make it work. On the iPhone 11, you also have some shortcuts on the control center. For instance, when you open the Wi-Fi right here, when you long press it, it's going to give you a long list of Wi-Fi's available. And also you can do that on Bluetooth, as you can see right now. All you have to do is long press, and it's just going to give you an extra little menu as a shortcut. And last but not least, it's going to be for our gamers. Basically, you can now connect your PS4 or Xbox remote to your iPhone 11 by just pressing the button. So your remote is going to automatically appear on the Bluetooth side of your phone, and that way you can use your remote to control certain games on the phone. So that was it on the video for 50 tips and tricks for your new iPhone 11. If this video helped you out, go ahead and give it a like, because it would really help us out. Leave a comment down below on which tip or trick was your favorite, and also subscribe and turn on the notification bell for more videos like this. And as always, I will see you in the next video.